What's going on? It's your boy Tunnel Vision. We are back. You know you done messed up, right? Huh? What they say? You know you done messed up, right? Tevin Farmer, I think, made probably the biggest mistake of his career by not taking that Javante Tank Davis fight. Farmer, he's someone that this man, over and over and over again, kept saying how he wants this particular fight. I want this. I want him. I want him. I want going up to. I've been to fights where Javante Tank Davis has been there, and Farmer's just popping up. You see with them eyes just, just pulling up on him, causing a scene. I'm actually going to fights and actually seen this. Seen this happen, and I'm just sitting in my head like, oh, here this dude goes again. Like, okay, let's see what happens when that deal with the zone is done. What you do, because I want him. Then it's finally his deal with the zone ends, and he has an opportunity to fight this guy. And Javante Tank Davis had been saying off the rip, his team, like, as soon as that contract is done, because we're not fighting on the zone, we're not fighting on a closed app. We're not fighting on an app that people barely watch. When that contract's over, we're gonna offer him a deal. We're going to offer him a contract to fight Tank. And true to their word, as soon as that contract was done, they offered him $2 million for a pay-per-view bout. So that's $2 million in an upside for a pay-per-view bout against him, against Tank. You know what I mean? On Showtime, where people are really going to watch you. And he turned that down. He said, no, $2 million is not even a starting point. That's what they said. They said, $2 million, that's not even a starting point. So Javante Tank Davis, go ahead. He sets up a fight in Atlanta. Against Gamboa. 14,000 people show up. A week plus people are still talking about that particular fight. And it was all about Javante Tank Davis. Got everybody named Mother calling him out right now. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Farmer. Just everybody's mentioning that man. Lomachenko's mentioning him. Everybody's mentioning that man. So the spotlight was completely on him. And now for his next fight, he's looking at going to do a pay-per-view. So if everyone's saying, oh, well, they offered him 7, they offered him 8 to go to the zone. Okay, well, he's about to probably make that same kind of money without having to go to the zone. In a pay-per-view fight against Leo Santa Cruz. That's going to do 250,000 plus. Easy. And wherever the fight doesn't matter, they're going to pack that place out. They're doing 15,000 plus with high ticket prices. So he's going to make that money without Tevin Farmer. But what did Tevin Farmer do? Tevin Farmer says, no, I'm not going to do that. And what happens? He gets into negotiations to fight against Diaz and to do a deal with the zone. And they take a long time not being able to do the fight because of money, of finances. So for whatever reason, he had turned down this bag without, making sure the bag over here was good, was ready to go. He didn't even leverage that situation to get at least that amount of money from the zone. Didn't even leverage to get that amount of money from the zone. And to make it worse, they finally get the fight done with Diaz. He's not gonna make anywhere near 2. And then he's not gonna have any upside. And he's fighting on a Wednesday or a Thursday on Super Bowl weekend. On Super Bowl week. That's what he's going to be fighting on a Wednesday or a Thursday on Super Bowl week. Okay? On a fight where you have YouTubers on that particular undercard, for that card, you have Demetrius Andrade fighting on that card, and both those guys are fighting before Tevin Farmer. He's not even going to be second fiddle when it comes to that card. I don't think it's even in the promotional, papers, whatever buildup. I don't think his picture's even on there. It's the YouTubers, I believe, and then I believe it's I need to double check that. I could be wrong. I believe it's the YouTubers on up front and center, and then Demetrius Andrade's off to the side. That's what their posters have. And this is what Tevin Farmer chose to do. So Tank is going from a big, huge fight with Gamboa in Atlanta, 14,000 plus, wasn't 15,000 plus, it's 14,000 plus, to now going into a pay-per-view event. And then continue to progress and continue to grow as a fighter. And Tevin Farmer, he's not the main event. He's not the co-main event. He's third fiddle on the card. He's third fiddle on the card. And that's what he chose to do. That's what he chose to do. And he's still calling out Gervonta Tank Davis still. You know, the fight that he didn't take. And it's, where do you go from here? You can't get the Tank fight, right? Or, you're not going to move up unless you're going to move up to 135 to take on, like, let's say, Devin Haney if he has a belt. Unless you're going to do something like that. Gary Russell already said he's not going to fight you because he said it doesn't, quote, make any business sense. Ryan Garcia isn't going to fight you. Leo Santa Cruz is about to fight Tank Davis. So where does that leave you? Where does that leave you? It's not like someone like Tank. Tank, you could see him saying no to the fight and saying no to that 7-8 because he still had a path. He still had a route, a way that he could go. You could see somebody like Deontay Wilder turning down, let's say, that deal from DAZN because he still had a path. He has a route that he could take. And you saw that from his Dominic Brazil, 20 mil. Ortiz, 20 plus mil. To now this big, huge fight with Tyson Fury. So he had a route that he could still take. In a situation where now he's going to be back-to-back pay-per-views, probably back-to-back-to-back pay-per-views. So he found another lane. What's Tevin Farmer's lane? Tank found his own lane. Where's this guy's lane? Where's Farmer going? What's he going to do? What's he going to do? You're literally third fiddle right now. You're third fiddle right now. What are you going to do? But we'll see what 2020 holds. I keep saying it. 2020 is going to be major. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out. You better do something, Farmer, because you're in a bad spot.